There's going to be a lot of awkward silences, though.
Hello and welcome to Quackcast number 321. I'm Ozone Ocean, and with me is the good old boys, Fit Face and Tans. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. So we're having the cafecast this time. This is Pit Face's idea because she did this whole hour-long video of drawing putrid meat as a celebration for the 10th anniversary of putrid meat, because it's been going on 10 bloody years. So,
holy cats.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just the beast that won't die.
yeah, you stab it with your steely knives, but you still can't kill the beast.
That's yeah, that's our excuse for this Quackcast. Really, in reality, we couldn't come up with any other topic to talk about.
It's our solution to writer's block. That's what we're displaying right now. How to overcome writer's block. There you go.
It's
intelligent.
That's true, but as you said before, Tance, we've walked the walk and now we're going to talk the talk. I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
we talked the talk and now we're going to walk the walk. Yeah, that's it.
Can't be just constantly telling people what to do. Eventually.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you just kind of have to believe that we're all drawing.
This is a bunch of artists drawing and talking and chatting, and that's what this Quackcast is going to be about. So you're going to hear like the banter and the chatting of actual practicing bloody artists. But before we do that, we have to mention the featured comic. And so the featured comic goes here. Take it away. Hello, I'm Ozone Ocean, and my feature for this week was Scared by the Bell. Poor Peter doesn't know what he's in for. His very first day at a new school, and the other kids are monsters. Literal monsters, that is. He shares class with a Frankenstein's monster, a vampire, a mummy, and a Cthulhu, to name a few. This was certainly not what he was expecting. He's just a normal kid, after all. It's going to be very interesting to see how he copes. This is a black and white comic, all conventionally drawn in simple cartoon stylized art. The characters look great and the art is pretty consistent. It's a very funny monster high school story. This comic is just starting, so it's easy to get into and catch up. It updates weekly. Read Scared by the Bell by Dylan Andrews Draws, rated E. And that was the featured comic.
What a wonderful feature.
So now we have the featured music by Gum Wallace. And Gum Wallace this week has given us a great little track which I will tell you about in a minute. So, here I am talking about the featured music. Take it away, me talking about Gum Wallace. The theme this week was For Half-Hearted Headache. The theme fits very well with the comic title. It brings to mind a desolate wasteland in a post-apocalyptic techno-future, haunted by cyborgs and the hulks of burnt-out military battle robots. Which is not what the comic is about, but that's what the music theme paints for me, anyway. It's sort of Jean-Michel Jarre meets Knight Rider. I hope that paints an interesting picture for you. Here it is, by Gum Wallace, Half-Hearted Headache. was Gumwallis's theme for this week. Half-Hearted Headache, a great comic, one that was featured, I believe, not long ago. I think so, I'm pretty sure. Half-Hearted Headache. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled Quackcast. And that was the featured music by Gumwallis. Thank you so much. Let's talk about stuff we do when we create. So we're all working on stuff. So what are you working on, Baines? Or what are you going to work on?
During our last Quackcast, I was drawing absently.
Yeah.
Just working on a couple characters, a little rat-faced dude and sort of a long-faced lady.
That looks like
nice.
And then as soon as Pitt said, "Well, let's draw for the next one," then suddenly I'm like, I don't know. I start panicking. I'm like, what do I do? What do I draw? So I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something. I'm just going to start drawing and see what happens.
Those are fantastic. Those sketches.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's. We probably should have made this a video one, huh?
We should have, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yes. Thank you. I wouldn't have to,
Oh my God, you look fine. You look better than the rest of us do. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Tance, you always look amazingly elegant in these bloody Quackcasts. Yeah. We look like we just walked out of bed.
Is there another Tad here? You're pretty. You're pretty.
Thank you.
You're pretty.
Thank you so much.
She got
Yeah.
It feels very nice.
masses of hair.
I don't
Thank
think
you.
so.
Very nice. Your hair looks really good, actually.
Coiffured. Yeah.
It's because for a change it is washed. That's why. Clean hair.
Clean hair is always good, yeah. So you're looking very elegant as always, and we look like we just got out of bed.
Trash.
We're ready for bed.
Trash.
You look all of you look ready for action.
Ready for action.
Ready for action.
Well, I mean,
That's what your mama says.
Pit at the moment looks like she's ready for war. With the
For what? For the store?
war.
Yeah, you look like a soldier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna try and do some impression or something, but it's like I just don't have the energy. I don't have the willpower to commit to anything right now.
Well, that fits because
Except for this.
you look like someone in MASH. So your guy.
I probably look like what's his name? Klinger.
Yeah.
I was reading that the Suicide is Painless was meant to be written as the stupidest song in the world.
Really?
Yeah, and the Altman, he couldn't think of it. He couldn't. He was meant to write the song, but well, someone was, and he just couldn't do it because he wasn't dumb enough. And he complained and said, "Look, I
wasn't dumb enough.
Wasn't dumb enough.
I've got too many thoughts in my head. I can't do it." So it was given to Robert Altman's son, Michael Altman, who was 15 years
Who
old.
was dumb enough apparently.
Yes. Robert said, "Look, my son, he's 15 years old. He's the dumbest kid I know. I'm going to get him to write it instead." And apparently, one of the
explains a
weirdest
lot.
things is Robert Altman got like $77,000 or something from the movie. That was his pay from it. His son has gotten over $2 million in royalties.
Wow.
For writing the song.
Who's the dumbass now, Dad?
So yeah, a bit of MASH trivia there for you.
That's awesome, man.
Classic. So yeah, if you get the chance to do a movie, write the theme tune. That's where the money is. Bugger directing.
Sure, man.
Acting.
Musicians are well taken care of by those rules that insist they be paid properly.
Yeah. All the actors and directors, they don't get all the royalties. They get like, actually, after 20 years, you're the movie has made $5 billion, but you actually owe us money. That's how they calculate it. It's terrible. But we're creators. We make no money off what we do. So
No, we're stupid.
we are.
Yeah.
No, tons.
We are not very antagonistic in the market. That's why.
You've made some money out of what you've done, Tans. I'm pretty sure, because you're an author, published author, and a movie writer. So you must have.
Yeah, I have made a little bit. I shouldn't actually be admitting that, I guess, because I'm going to be taxed in a retrospect just for making that statement. How dare you earn money? Yeah, but it's just a little bit, and it's mostly promised because nobody has money over here, and everyone is running on fumes and the idea of money. We pay in our intent. I intend to pay you at some point.
It's all IOUs and
Yeah.
idea of,
I think Oz has made a little cash with art.
oh yeah, I can
Conscripted.
make money from art. Yeah, that's true actually, yeah. I tend to forget. It's a long way in between making money from art. Yeah, I made some money from art, made some money from advertising on Pinky TA. Made some money. I got paid to do a comic once. Actually, Pitface.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Pitface has been paid to do comics. Pitface has done. Fuck. She doesn't. She's a dark horse. She's done like album covers, all sorts. Of
Exactly.
things.
He has done art for bands and everything.
Yeah. It's like.
I do some stuff now.
No.
You don't know. You don't even know. You
Don't
don't
know.
know.
She's published in comics. Yeah, all over the place. It's incredible. But she's a dark horse.
No fool she.
I like that. Dark Horse. I like that.
It's also a Katy Perry
Comic
song.
name. Oh, damn.
Yeah, Dark Horse Comics. Yeah.
Yeah, but she is the dark horse. You could sue them for that, stealing your
I can.
persona. What about you, Bones? Have you made any money from doing artwork or writing? Because you're a writer.
I've never been paid for artwork. I would like to. If I could do it without putting in the work to get better at it, that'd be great. But yes, I once made $50 writing a story. And then I just stopped doing it. Yeah, it was amazing. I was thrilled by that.
What was it about?
It was an adult story. It was erotic.
Ooh, I want to read this. I want to know.
I don't even know if I still have it, man. It's years ago that I did it. And
was it fun? Like, tell us stuff.
Well, the site I chose to submit it to was like, I was doing a writing course, which I never completed. Surprise. And so and that's kind of what gave me the push to look at sites. And my instructor gave me a list of places to look for, where to submit stuff and all this kind of stuff. I wasn't strictly looking at erotica, but that seemed to be a place where...
You were, but not.
You weren't not looking at erotica.
I wasn't not, exactly. I mean, that seemed like a way to make, to sell something. There were quite a few sites that were taking stuff. And the site I looked at was not very porny. It was kind of pretty... there was a lot of story and minimal kind of sort of action. The action was there.
Minimal action in erotica.
I'm sorry?
Minimal
How
action.
can you have minimal action in erotica?
Well, it's a certain kind of action. I'm speaking to you.
Yes, they don't really go anywhere.
And so my mentor said, I sent him the sample story, and he's like, "Oh yeah, from the site you chose, this story fits perfectly." He's like, they're going to buy it. I guarantee they're going to buy it," and they did.
Huh.
And what was if I can remember the name of the site, I'll tell you guys, but I won't tell the public. whoever is listening. It's kind of embarrassing.
It's going to be our little secret.
Secret.
But,
I remember.
yeah.
It was Fur Gods Anonymous, wasn't it?
Aren't you the one chick that wrote that book about like the dinosaurs, like the women and the dinosaurs that they would take as lovers and stuff?
Oh God!
You ever seen those?
No, I've never heard of that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh my
Check
God!
it
I
out.
can't believe that's a thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
at
forget
least
her name.
furries are at least mammals. That's very strange.
And that's crossing the line, man. Reptilian, that's crossing the line.
Well, reptiles can't love, honey. What do you think?
This is the market that gave rise to things like splorches. I mean, jeez.
You think you can change a guy? Not when he's a reptile.
Blooded.
There's no mammalian brain.
Oh God. Yeah, and a snake can't have boobs, so
Where's the fun in anything without them, eh?
Yes, precisely. Precisely. Where's the fun in anything?
This up and show it to you guys,
Okay.
so you have a reference. I mean, I don't know what else to call it, but dinosaur porn. I don't know. Let's see.
Oh God.
What are you? You asked me what I was drawing. By the way, what are you drawing? Tans, or are you busy?
Well, I'm oscillating between a Chinese princess and
Ooh.
a witch, and I'll see which I commit to. It
A
depends.
witch
I'm not
and a
quite sure.
Chinese princess.
Why?
Chinese?
Cool. Is it a particular witch?
Yes, assuming I
It is?
Oh, and which
Yes.
is this something you guys are working on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool! Really? You're doing like a horror thing or a witch thing?
Well, like we're like, it's just like this little, almost like medieval thing that we're writing just for fun on the side.
Nice.
Just being crazy and stupid with. It's fun. Yeah.
Cool.
Without any, like it's complete, not exactly fluff in the sense that it's just for fun without any grand scheme in anything.
Yeah,
It's just
no plots are related to anything.
Yeah.
Is
I
this
find that I get like way too attached to like trying to come up with a fully formed idea before I do anything, and like getting overly critical, like self-critical of new ideas.
Well, see,
So
that
it's like
sounds so...
Stop me from doing anything, kind of, you know?
Yeah, it's overwhelming to try and get it all like one overarching basket. It's too much.
Yeah, you never get to it.
That's why it's easy when you collaborate, so you can have someone to bounce off of and impress.
That's maybe a better, yeah. Gives you a little push.
It does. You're always trying to
In theory.
impress the other person or create for
Yeah.
someone. Yeah, means you're not second guessing yourself.
Or
too much.
or with something very particular in mind, like you want to show something very particular. So you have to adhere to all sorts of rules, stipulations, and, expectations,
Yeah.
which is not always nice and can be stressful.
It can, but it helps you actually do it and experiment
Yeah.
and go on when you wouldn't necessarily have that impetus to do it on your own. Is it a particular witch, like from history, that you're creating, or is
No,
it just your
it's,
own witch?
Yeah, it's my very own witch. But there is, we are dabbling a little bit in lore and stuff like that. So I suppose that eventually she will become something that is remotely, very loosely, and in a silly manner connected to legend.
The only
One
ones
sort of-
I know are Baba Yaga and Rhiannon.
You don't know Morgana?
Oh, Morgana, yeah. I didn't think about that, yes.
Morgan Le Fay.
Morgan Le Fay. Yeah, the classic
Sabrina.
Arthurian one. Sabrina. Oh God.
The Scarlet Witch.
The Scarlet Witch. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, right. The Marvel.
No, a lot of witches.
Oh.
How dare you?
Yeah, they're all over the place. Satan, witches.
Ilsa. What is the name of the Wicked
Elsa.
in Wicked? They give her the name. They give her a name. The Wicked Witch of the West. I don't remember.
Esmeralda.
It's like,
Has a name?
Is it Esmeralda? Is it that? Or
it was like alfalfa or something, right? So I remember it sounded like alfalfa kind of.
Yeah, Elphaba or something like that.
Esmeralda was the witch in Bewitched, I think.
See, I'm cultured, you bastards.
Yeah, very much.
I know plays.
Oh God. The best witches. Yeah. So you're creating a Sabrina, basically, for your story.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Or is she more
I don't like-
Shakespearean?
She's I don't know. What do you think? Did they see Shakespearean?
I don't know.
Bubble, boil in trouble.
She's
Well, she does use
not
eye of
really
Newt.
Shakespearean, I
Yeah.
don't think.
Agreed.
Eye of Newt,
yeah.
yes. Eye of Newt and something of something. All the classic witchy things. Who knows what Shakespeare was basing this? I always took those characters, because that's sort of like from Macbeth, I think. I always took those characters as being not really representative of witches per se, but more the fates, you know? That's what they were really representing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he had a big classical influence too, as like every other person did back then.
Oh, yeah, all the Greek myths and all that kind of stuff, Roman myths, and they're always alluding to things. Yeah, so that's what I took them for. Whereas a lot of people now, they sort of think literally those are representative of what an Elizabethan thought witches were. So even say Terry Pratchett with his famous Witches, Weird Sisters, all those great series of in the Discworld, and they were originally based on the Macbeth witches. So they had those personalities, yeah, and that's where they come from. But yeah, I always took them to be the fates when I come about, because they sort of foretell the future and influence things, and I don't take them literally as being witches. Don't know about you guys.
I do think that they did sort of, I mean, yeah, fate's okay, but they also did jumpstart the plot. Because if they weren't there, and they didn't tell Macbeth that you're going to be king, he wouldn't develop that ambition. They actually put that into his head.
Yeah, that's why I see them as fates, like they're almost gods foretelling what will happen and influencing it, you know, and by foretelling, creating the situation to happen. At least that's my reading of it. My pretentious way. Like to redefine things. Like Bravo.
I don't think it's too far-fetched.
No.
I must read it again. It's a classic story. This is what I'm drawing so far. It's the next page of
Just about to ask.
After the one that
right.
I'm currently drawing. I still haven't bloody finished. So, there's the camera.
Oh, and it's all blurry. Just a second.
Oh, wow.
It's a full body image of Pinky. I haven't done very much of Pinky's ass, actually. I should get back to my strengths.
I'm drawing Tread's ass right now. I mean, if you want to join me in like drawing asses, you're...
Tread's tight end.
Can't even fit a quarter between those cheeks, man.
Jeez. Well, he's always wearing that like rubber jumpsuit thing as well, so
Yeah, it keeps him pretty canned.
I want to get one of those. I'd wear it all the time.
Oh, of course you would.
Slink around and have this great rubber creaking noise.
You'd sound like my jacket. That one that I showed you that I got last
Yes.
time. Oh,
Have you guys
there's
seen
no
it?
stealth.
Oh, did your jacket arrive?
Yeah. I got out here. I'll show you real quick.
It's incredible. It's
It's in my pile of clothing.
Gestapo leather.
I didn't think it was gonna be this long or heavy or black or terrifying, but here we are.
That's what she said. I'm sorry.
Hey!
Oh god, Baines, you should not have pulled back from that one. Commit.
I'm sorry.
Commit.
We gotta commit, dude.
Yeah.
That was perfect. You have to. Oh jeez. See, I can't do that. You and Pitt just drop those bombs on target every time.
It's about restraint. You gotta wait months and months for the right moment and then do it.
Yeah, and
Fire it off.
yeah.
Jeez, look at that coat. Glamorous.
It's a little small.
So
but-
very matrix.
Oh, it's a bit tight, a bit small, is it?
It's a little small. It's ow crap.
Crap. I like the accent. And it has, a
That's cool, man.
permanently
very sharp.
standing up collar as well.
It's supposed to be kind of old too. I don't know, vintage they call it. Probably 5 years ago, for as far as I know. But
How long is it? Does it go right down to your ankles, or?
it goes down mid calf.
Oh, cool.
It's a good length.
Yeah.
That's good.
For
Yeah.
flashing.
I thought it was because the one that I had stolen, I thought it was going to be the length of that one, which went down to mid thigh, kind of.
Uh-huh.
So it was long, but it wasn't super long. But man, I really like it. I really do. But I can't wear it anywhere because I feel too intimidating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the perfect length for a shotgun.
That's a good.
Right.
That's a good point.
When you're going to knock over a few banks, yeah. Okay.
I don't know why I suggested this because I have no. You ever get those times when for a few days you won't be able to coherently speak for some reason, you're not creative, you're just kind of dumb for a little bit. You ever get those?
Yes.
Those days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm right in the middle of one of those. Like last week, I was doing really well actually for some reason. I was on the fucking ball with everything, and then just since day before yesterday, maybe I've been the thing. It's 5 o'clock.
You need to drink more. Then that'll get things going. That'll
I'm
clear the
trying
blockage.
not to.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna draw butts. It'll be fine.
Yeah, well, that
Exactly.
can help. Drawing butts.
Do you think your brain or your mind is preparing for the trip or something? You think that's why you're going through that?
It might be. That might be part of it. I've also see, I'm doing it right now. I've been cutting back on coffee, shit like that, and it's been really good. But all of a sudden, I think my body's all right, bitch, just
With
drink some
withdrawal.
damn coffee.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. So I got myself a mug here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the demon drink. It's called.
Spawn of
I got this,
creativity and thoughts. You got one too?
I have a beer. I never drink.
You got beer?
I do.
It's good.
But I picked
good
up some
drink.
beer. I haven't had beer in so long.
Yeah.
What kind of beer you
Or
get?
any alcohol. Sorry.
What kind of beer did you get?
It's this Scottish beer called Innis and Gun.
Huh.
Innocent gun.
So when I first got it, I came home and had half a beer, and I was drunk. There's such a high alcohol percentage in this stuff. But it's
Did it make
Quite-
you do the accent if it's Scottish?
quite tasty. No, I don't. I know how to do Irish a little bit. Scottish, I haven't quite figured out yet.
Oh,
That's
yes, you can almost do it.
You're doing pretty good.
Almost, yeah. I haven't really.
It's
The more you
hard
drink,
to do
the
it
better
on
you get.
command.
Yeah, maybe I'll drink
Yeah.
more of this stuff. See if that works.
Do your best, Shrek.
Little Billy Connolly.
That's not how you do a Scottish accent.
So how you do it, Scottish? I can't remember.
Let's
Not
all
even
be
gonna-
Scottish.
Let's just embrace
No, I can't do accents.
Your Greek
No.
accent's fine, Tance. What are you talking about? It's perfect.
Doesn't count.
it. All right, here I
Doesn't
am.
count.
I got something drawn. Just visible.
Oh my god! Show us again.
Little single panel. Dobby.
My
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Blaine.
Oh, nice.
it's cute, dude.
What the hell?
Somebody trying to kiss someone who doesn't want to kiss them. That's like my whole repertoire of writing. That's all I do.
That artwork is fantastic, man.
Thank you.
1,000+ pages of people not wanting to be kissed,
Exactly. Or married or whatever.
stroked.
Or stroked or groped or exactly. Yeah. Dated. People being dated unwillingly. Okay,
Watched
so-
while they go to the bathroom. I mean,
I haven't branched into that.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a new pathway for you, man. It's a new avenue
that
to
out, yeah.
explore.
Yeah.
I like it. See that's why.
How about you, Pitsy? You got something coming
A
along?
good idea.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I gotta. I'll show you tread butt. You connected
Tread
to
butt.
a tread.
Tread butt.
Tread butt.
Oh, wow, man.
Oh,
So
Red butt.
a little.
oh, that's
Little
one of
girl-
those
one of the,
Lolita characters.
Lollykins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the shoes.
Hold on, my headphones are pulling up.
Good.
Here we go.
Very nice.
So,
That's what I think so too.
I am oscillating between this. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
That's the princess, and I'm just starting on the body for the witch. So,
Cool.
yeah, because I haven't
Nice.
figured out what she wears, so
Yeah.
I have no idea how to dress her or anything. So, can we
Oh,
just
that'll
keep
be-
her naked, please?
But see, this was good because, like, I had to draw. I showed you that picture that I drew of our other character the other day, and before I drew that, I hadn't really. I mean, like, you know, you have an idea of what they look like. That kind of helped me visualize them more in the other writings that we've been doing. So she's kind of teamed up with this knight character who, like,
Show them.
they're like the odd couple. Oh, one is super pious and the other is a witch. What will they do? Crazy adventures. Oh, like,
Yeah, the one is very, very, you know, the prude, the one that always saves himself and prays and stuff, and the witch
well,
is
he
from
used to be that way. He used to be that way until I got to him. So.
Foul, corrupting witch yourself. Oh my god. How could you do this to the characters?
Well, he's hot, and it's a fantasy. Of course, I'm going to objectify him. Jesus, I mean, what else is gonna?
That's
Gotta
what
be
makes a
done.
good fantasy, yeah. The more you objectify characters, the more fun it is.
That's right. Exploitation.
Yay.
Yay for exploitation. Right. There's not enough of it in any of our comics at the moment.
No,
That's why we need
we haven't gone full. We haven't gone full Bravo yet.
Bravo. Yes. Oh god, I've got to everybody remember that term. Any listeners, Full Bravo. Remember to take
Watch
it.
out, he's going full Bravo.
I think that's a police emergency call kind of a code.
That's right. Yeah.
We got a full Bravo.
Got a full Bravo.
This is dispatch. We got full Bravo. Repeat, we got full Bravo. All vehicles.
Please respond.
Proceed with
Backup. It's a full Bravo. Jeez, call the National Guard. Very dangerous situation.
It is. You should at least have eye protection.
Yeah, you don't want any of that stuff in your eyes or your mouth or anything. You know, you could get all sorts of infections.
Or pregnant.
Yeah, wear protection. Oh, God.
A warning to people in the first 3 rows: you may get pregnant.
That's terrible. Jesus, I have a problem with this damn picture. I've got to draw the inside of a cockpit that Pinky is in, and it's just not coming to me. Like, how many levers and buttons and things have to be there? It's just mechanical stuff is so hard to draw sometimes.
It is, man.
Cockpit.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
go find some real cocks.
Exactly.
I've got the internet in front of me right here. I may as well use it.
How many dick jokes can I manage to weasel into this thing today? See,
How many dicks can you
I
fit
can't-
in, Pit? That's what you've
just
got
keep
to
on jamming them on in there, all the way up to the elbow, man. Just jam them on in there.
Oh, jeez. Sounds very uncomfortable.
See, this is why you don't give me paladin characters to write.
You wrote the paladin character very, very well.
Thank you.
He was extremely pious and proper and everything.
He was, yes. He
Was.
He too has a nice butt. All my characters.
Who has a nice butt? Alright. I've got
Full on the phone screaming.
I don't think you have ever drawn a character that actually doesn't have a nice butt.
Hello?
I've got to draw a fighter plane cockpit.
Hello?
That's the thing. That's where it happens.
Where the magic happens.
Exactly. Fighter
I
plane.
keep correcting anatomical problems. Like,
That can hold you
all
back.
the anatomical problems. What?
That can hold, if you correct it too much, then you can lose the flow, the fluidity of a character.
Yeah, if I feel that I have left something that is glaring at me, it's worse. So I keep correcting right now. I'm at the correcting process.
There was one thing I think Bravo mentioned at one stage to someone. It's that you know how you can get the eyes wrong and they can look in different directions.
Mm-hmm.
You can also get the nipples wrong, so they don't point in the right direction. And once he said that, then I started doing them wrong, and I started noticing them, and you think, "Fuck, how can I get them to point in the right way?"
Now you're all nipple conscious.
Exactly. They follow you around the room. That's how you know you're doing it right. They're watching you. Yeah.
Oh,
very important.
man. Got to get your nipples right. Can't cross your nipples.
Cut across. Yeah, those weirdos.
What if you give them 3 nipples though?
3.
Ah.
The
there you
third
go.
nipple. Well, you only get that once you're very enlightened. You know, once you open your third nipple.
Open your third nipple. You know what we should do? We should all have characters that we draw in our little fantasy world, and then we should give them attributes, and then I don't know. I thought I had an idea. Because we all had these characters, and it just went away. It's gone.
All right. They'll all have a different amount of nipples.
On the side of the road. Too many nipples, man. They all have different amount of nipples. Some even got butt nipples. Some got
there you go.
elbow nipples. Some got nipples. Like the bottom of their feet. You know that padding? It's like covered in nipples.
Oh my god.
That would be painful. Can you imagine?
Like there's massage.
Some got eye nipples.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's the
Cheek nipples. Just rather
Cheek
attractive.
nipples.
wouldn't that be like thick nipples would be boils, right?
Like pimples. cheek boobs. Yeah, they're big boils. Cheek tit. Oh god. Palm nipples.
That's fun everywhere you go.
What should I dress her as? I mean, how do you imagine her?
Don't ask me. No, you go. You look up
No.
her. Yes. You write her. You got it.
Now I feel she's like anatomically correct enough to be dressed, and I don't know how to dress her. So.
She's naked. She's a witch. She don't give a fuck.
She's a real witch.
Witches can be naked. Yeah, there's plenty of
Yeah, but then I would have to start growing body hair, and that's gross, isn't it?
Maybe she wears body hair, but it's other people's body hair.
That's even worse.
That is gross. But she could be clothed. No, we're just at the body hair thing. Leaves. She could be one of those nature witches, like a nature spirit kind of thing.
Ooh.
Ah.
Leaves,
You
vines.
can work it into like.
It's very Arthurian, I suppose. So maybe a cloak.
Cloaks are good, but they cover
Yeah,
the body
cloaks
too
and
much.
robes and stuff.
Mm.
Huh?
Cloaks cover
What?
the body too much. If you're wearing if they're like worn like a cape, then it's really cool. But if they're wearing the cloak as the clothing, then it's a bit shapeless and blobby.
Mm.
Then you don't even have to draw the body; you just draw a blob.
Okay, maybe I have drawn the body already.
Yeah, there
Too
you
late.
are. Got
Draw
a
what's
body.
under her clothes.
Maybe her clothes are like burning off of her. So.
She could be dressed in fire as a witch.
Oh, she's an elemental.
Yeah, she could have different
Not
things.
yet.
Fire.
Flaming, you flaming witch.
And if she's Arthurian, I mean, then there's the fairy connection. So glamour is what she's dressed in. So she doesn't even have to have any clothes, but she has clothes in other people's eyes. They see her dressed, so she can wear fire without being burned or anything. She can wear whatever she wants.
That sounds too much work for me.
Fire is fun.
Well, think about where she's from. So she's from like a civilized like place full of witches and shit like that. So like,
Witch fault.
witch world.
Yeah, okay. I think I will do something like a medieval dress / gypsy-esque thing. Let's see.
Like
Something
you mean like Stevie
Nice.
Nicks?
There you go.
Oh, there you, dude, that's a good idea.
Which what?
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
The
I
singer
have to
from
look at
Fleetwood
that.
Mac. She used to dress like that in flowing robes. Like
Stevie Nicks.
maybe,
How do you spell that?
Nix is the last name.
Get it out for me. So.
Have you guys ever read that Stephen King book?
Oh, that's nice.
Nicks. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's Nicks. Yeah, that's right.
That's really nice, guys. Thanks.
Sweet.
So Baines, you were asking about
Yeah, so I just wanted to look it up online first. We've moved on from the nipple discussion, but
We've
There's
never
a story-
moved on from that. We'll never move on.
a story about where the weekend where the book Frankenstein was written. And Stephen King tells the story in his book about horror. Have you guys ever heard that story?
No.
So it's Percy Shelley, Mary Shelley, Lord Byron, and somebody else. They're sort of trapped in this cabin or this summer house or whatever by rainstorms, and so they're reading ghost stories, and they ended up sort of having a group effort to write stories. They all wrote different stories. Yeah. Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein. So anyway, so Stephen King talks about this night, and this is apparently true. June of 1816, Percy and Mary Shelley, Lord Byron, John Polidori, confined to quarters by 2 weeks of torrential rains. They began reading German ghost stories from a book called Phantasmagoria, and the gathering began to get decidedly weird. Things really culminated when Percy Shelley threw a kind of fit. Dr. Polidori noted in his diary, after tea, 12 o'clock, really began to talk ghosts. Lord Byron read some verses of Coleridge's Christabel, the part about the witch's breast. When silence ensued, Shelley, suddenly shrieking and putting his hands on his head, ran out of the room with a candle, threw water in his face, and after gave him ether. I guess the doctor gave him ether. He was looking at Mrs. Shelley, and suddenly thought of a woman he had heard of who had eyes instead of nipples.
Oh, God.
Which, taking a hold of his mind, horrified him. Yeah, that's so weird.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Nipple
so
eyes.
creepy.
It's like, let's look it up.
No, eye nipples. Yes. You switched
Like
on the other
I Claudius? Or
No.
I Robot? Or something?
I robot.
I, comma, nipples.
Right. Yes. Yeah. It's like a selection of things. That's a shopping list. What was on your shopping list today, Baines? Eyes, nipples.
What a weird world we live in where you could just punch in eyes for nipples and you actually get images of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Right?
So crazy. So weird.
I have to
Golden
do that.
times we live in.
Golden time, they really are.
Yeah. I have to do the
Oh,
eyes for nipples.
Golden eye nipples. Let's see. Or no, you're just gonna get like James Bond stuff. Like, hold on. Wait.
That there's a Nicolas Cage face on a
For
chest.
some reason. Yeah.
Oh, God. and strangely, it looks like natural. It looks.
It looks like kind of it belongs there, yeah.
There's a picture of Ted Cruz with nipple eyes. Oh, God. Strangely, it makes him look less creepy.
It's sort of kind of odd, yeah.
Weirdness. They're improving the... Oh, of course, it's the famous Magritte painting. Yes.
Oh.
Which is like a regulation when you talk about nipple eyes. Everyone has to bring up that to sound sophisticated.
I want candy.
Let's listen to Anvil Chorus and look at Magritte. Oh my God, that man, he has boobs. And not sexy ones. Oh, I see what he's doing. He has a disgusting body. Oh.
God, dude, you judgmental prick. Fuck's sake.
I am. But someone has, photoshopped a thing over him. Yes. Anyway, I'm not going to look at that anymore. I'm trying to look at the cockpits. That's what I'm looking at. Damn it.
You had a diversion, didn't you?
Yes, Baines. It's his fault. Lying in a cockpit. Lying in. I'm not even going to find it. Don't you hate it when you think, like, you know, you've got the whole internet at your beck and call. You can look up, you can search for any images, and none of them match the specific thing that you need to see. None of them. They don't see the right angle or anything. So you just have to make it up yourself.
Got to guesstimate.
Exactly. Or get diverted by nipples for eyes. Alright. Levers, dials, and gear. That's what I've got to stick in this damn thing. Make it look convincing. Oh, I hate this. The problem with this...
Good at that.
Oh, thank you. But the problem with Pinky TA is that I make up all this crap and put dials and levers and stuff like that. And then I've got to draw it again because it's in another damn scene. And again, another... Then these things have to kind of have some kind of logic behind them, or else they don't make any sense in all these multiple scenes. So it's one of the problems. I have to sort of think about it a bit more when I'm creating this stuff on the fly. Alright. Now I'll have to look up something else. How are your drawings going? You've got the witch with her clothes.
I'm facing here a little bit, so it's
Don't have to worry
looking
about,
up a little bit.
don't have to worry about body hair now.
No. Not as much, at least.
Not as much. She's not wearing a peephole dress.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, give her a boob window.
I should get this big poofy dress. Looks like a cake, but somehow it will always be very dangerous for the boobs. Like the boobs are ready to take off. So,
Oh, one wrong sneeze and suddenly, flump,
Yeah,
it's ready to breastfeed.
it's all over.
Like a drive-through window.
It's a perfect maternity dress. Achoo! What about you, Baines? How many boobs are in your picture so far?
Well, yeah, I finished with that other one, so I'm just drawing Miss Penelope.
Oh, Miss Penelope.
Visible.
Now she's an impressive, imposing lady.
Yes.
She is
Such a
she is a
super
hero
lady.
for our times.
Yeah.
She's a cutie, and she's endearing.
Yeah.
She can crush a beer can between her bicep and her. The other thing, the arm.
A full beer can.
A full beer can, yeah.
Well, yes.
She can crush a beer keg between her bicep and her forearm. Without even realizing. It's just like, oh, what happened to that beer keg? It's squished and leaking.
In my body folds.
Body folds. She's a bit of a what is that character? Lenny? Mice and Men.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of that. Wade is also that.
Yeah.
Yes.
In hindsight, I made both the big and strong characters kind of either ditzy or dumb. Maybe that was not quite
Wade's
the
a
right
bit more
way to go,
aggressive, though. So.
Yes, for sure. Penelope is very feminine, actually, for the most part.
A little bit more innocent.
Yes.
Usually, although she has hidden depths, she's not
I think
as
so.
ditzy as she seems.
True. Wow, thank you.
I've got a friend like that. He's complete. He seems like like a complete male himbo kind of character, like a ditz.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he's someone who's very attractive to like unthinkingly he can be very attractive to the ladies without, you know, even trying, and it's like a perfect male bimbo kind of character. And he doesn't seem to have any thoughts in his head at all. But he's a character like Penelope has hidden depths in that way.
Right.
Or maybe it's just like a cat, where you look at a cat and you think, oh god, that cat must be like having all these secret thoughts and ideas and schemes, but really the cat has nothing going on.
There's nothing there.
Food.
Yeah.
Food and stealing food. That's all. We can knock on the floor next. Those are interesting characters. Yeah, with him, I really don't know how much he understands.
With your friend, you mean?
Yeah, and how much, you know, is just going over his head, and he's a very weird kind of character. Hard to talk to.
I'll be right back, just a second.
Right.
Although he really does give the impression of a ditz, because almost every time you meet him, he asks you the same question. So, what are you going to be doing? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
He always asks you that.
Yeah, all the time. And you think, why would any human ask another human that outside of a job interview? That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Maybe he's looking for inspiration.
Yeah, maybe. He's trying to have a real conversation, and but he forgets that he's asked this before, doesn't he?
Yes. And the funny thing is, I've talked to other friends who have known him, and he's asked the same thing of them as well, all the time. It's just, yeah, very, very strange, one-dimensional kind of character.
Huh.
So there.
So what indicates the hidden depths to you? Why do you think that?
Oh, well, like with a
Just
cat
because...
or something, you know, just look. Give you, you know, one of those looks like they're thinking about what you're saying.
Oh, like he's deep in thought. Yes,
and
I see.
Sometimes he'll come up with something that's insightful. Sometimes. And it hits things, yeah. But rarely. I'm leaning towards the idea that maybe he is a bit of a tits.
There's just nothing going on. I met this dude once at a store where I bought something, like the dude who helped me, and he was so, like, he was super nice, but he was like this kind of like buff dude, like I'm sure he probably does well with women and all that kind of stuff, but he was so, like, dumb, I guess. Like every like simple question I asked him, he would have like one arched eyebrow. He'd kind of like look away, and he had like one eyebrow arched, and, like really like focused on like answering these simple questions. So I drew a character based on him, but I haven't put the guy anywhere yet in a story. Definitely want to, because that facial expression alone was so like interesting,
quizzical, like dogs do that kind of expression. Dogs have
exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, very much like a Lenny type character, but you know, like super nice guy. I kind of feel bad saying that.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, this guy comes across as like thinking is very, very, very challenging for him. Which I can kind of relate to, actually, now that I put it that way.
Oh, God.
Thank you for not arguing that point with me, you guys. I wasn't waiting for someone to disagree with that assessment.
That your character was a ditz.
No, that I could relate to that. The difficulty.
No, you don't come across as being
Just kidding. You don't have to disagree.
We can't save it now. We have to wait for another time.
Yeah, it's too late. Don't do it now. Just to save my self-esteem.
Have you got any?
Some Sometimes it's there. Sometimes it seems like zero quantity. Sometimes it's like way more than I should have. It kind of goes up and down.
No,
And
that's why
yourself?
we didn't say anything. Because to be honest, Ains, we got to humble you a little bit sometimes. You're a little out of control.
I get a little full of myself. You got to bring me down. And you brought me down just by not saying anything. So it's in such a subtle, kind way.
It's like the carbon monoxide is bringing you down. Just go to sleep, Baines. Just go to sleep.
We are now officially a clique. A school clique.
Yes.
Poisonous. But sweet.
That's the Quackcast. We have become the click Quackcast.
Oh, I thought you were saying we're out of time. For a second there. Okay.
Pretty much.
I like you said that. I was like, oh, I forgot we were doing a Quackcast.
That's the Quackcast. Thank you for
Quackcast.
listening. This has been Ozone Ocean, Pit Phase, Tanserine, and the Baines Man. Yeah. I like doing those voices. I love it. I was born to be...
Try doing it for a long time. You'll change your opinion.
Oh, yeah, my throat's already sore. Well, you run out of things to say when you're doing those anyway. Okay, everything I say will now be in that. Everything I say will now be in that voice. Yeah, I'm the Duff Man. Yeah.
Now I have to. Now I'm picturing the love child of Oz and Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
That's the image that you have put in my head right now.
Adrian.
Thank you for that.
This is my voice now. Like it or leave it. It doesn't matter to me. I'm always gonna be this way in every Quackcast.
Oh my
Yeah. It suits me. This is the new Ozone Ocean. Alright, I'm tired of it now.
It's pretty good. This is it. This is forever.
Everybody just be quiet. He'll tire himself out.
Exactly.
Eventually.
Yeah.
It's like, forget it.
Fuck it. Fuck
So
it.
where are you going? When are you going to the continent? Pitsy.
September.
Oh,
When are you crossing the pond?
September. Crossing the
September.
pond.
Oh, okay. Well, a little ways off.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
meantime.
Though I leave tomorrow for
Yeah.
Wisconsin, mid-Wisconsin for my job.
That
Where my
sounds like
archaeology
where your
cert-
accent comes from, actually, Pitt. Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Where's
I don't have an
the,
accent. Everybody else has an accent. I'm the standard.
You're the standard by which we judge everyone else. You're the baseline, yeah.
And what's your job in Wisconsin again? I don't know if you told. I don't know if I was here.
It's an archaeology thing. So basically, we're going to this site at Fort McCoy, and we're digging in this sandbar, and we're gonna see. It's got artifacts in it, ranging from like the Paleolithic era and stuff like that. So, or epoch, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And we're gonna see if the objects have moved at all in the sand in the dispersal. So, like, if the heavier objects have sunk in the sand, and if the lighter objects have risen, and that kind of stuff. So, I'm gonna be looking at that.
How long
I'm
are you
gonna
going to
be
be
out
there?
of my car. I'm gonna become
Really?
a creepypasta. Yeah, 2 months.
Yeah, that is the thing of a creepypasta. It is, actually.
It is. Yeah,
2 months? Are you actually living out of your car, or do you have some kind of arrangement?
the whole time. I mean, I'm much too basic a bitch to do that. So, I'm gonna try and live out of my car for as much as I can, because I'm gonna try and save up money, because the fact that I am moving overseas.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm gonna live out of my car for part of the time, and then when I want, I'll go and rent a cheap hotel room somewhere.
Mhm.
Try not to get shanked and Yeah.
I don't know how close that is to. My sister lives in Wisconsin, actually.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
does she? Whereabouts?
Well, if you want to get technical, she's my stepsister. I don't actually know where they are. I know they're outside of like Duluth,
Hmm.
but it's
I'm
a
not too
tiny little
familiar with-
town outside of Duluth. Are you close to?
Huh.
Oh wait, Duluth in Wisconsin
I
or
don't know.
Minnesota? Twin Cities,
Let
right?
me see. Duluth.
Um,
Let me see where it is.
I should know this. It's super close to me.
It's probably $1 million. Like
Oh,
Springfield.
this is. Wait, is Duluth, Minnesota? Duluth is Minnesota, right? But it's right across.
No. Nobody knows.
It is. Nobody knows. It's right on the border, kind of between Minnesota and Wisconsin. That's why I was confused.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, so it's right there. So let me look
like
at a
right
map. I
there.
can tell you how close I'll be to her. Because I'm like kind of mid-Wisconsin, but it's like over more, like it's going to be more towards the western side of the state.
Western Wisconsin.
So
Okay,
maybe-
well that's closer to Duluth then, according to this map I'm looking at.
Kind of west. Let me see. Hold on.
Northwest, Minneapolis. That's Minnesota. So again, right on the border, though.
Yeah. they're
Watch
really
me just
close.
completely fuck up my geography.
Don't know much about it.
But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this, not just because it's, finally get paid for archaeology instead of having to
Whoa.
pay for it. Yay, bachelor's degree. But it's got some cool stuff around there. Like there's the Leaning Kugel's brewery up there, and then Plainfield isn't too far away, which is where Ed Gein lived.
Whoa!
And then yeah, and we're also going to be, I say this like it's super exciting for everyone else. It's not going to be. It's the place where I'm going to be excavating is the same county my one branch of my family moved over to from Europe. So that's kind of cool for me anyway, I thought. But
Yeah.
see, that's not nearly as cool as Ed Gein though. So
No.
Jeez, yeah.
I mean, none as far as I know, none of my family members ever made like a lampshade out of somebody. So.
Well, they were German. My God.
Yeah,
Is that what-
yeah. I guess you can't discount it. I mean,
No.
Gonna be
I mean,
doing your clown cosplayed. Oh no, wait, that's different, dude.
no, but he was also from Wisconsin, though. I thought.
I
So
thought-
let's see, Gacy. Gacy was from. Wait, which was Gacy? Now I'm getting all my serial killers.
I
mixed
think
up. There
John-
was
Gacy.
the Milwaukee.
John Wayne Gacy is the clown.
Yeah, and then who was the Milwaukee cannibal?
The Milwaukee cannibal. I
Yeah,
can't even
that wasn't
talk. I'm
Gacy, was it?
a little bit drunk.
That was
Laverne.
never. Yeah.
Schlemiel, Schlemazel. That'll be at the Milwaukee Brewery. You'll be doing the dance and all that stuff.
Lenny and Squiggy. I always suspected those two something weird.
Hello. Who remembers that? Oh my god. Okay, so wait,
Oh,
what's
man.
the place in Wisconsin called now that you're going to? Fort McCoy?
Yeah, it's by Toma. It's not a Toma. Wisconsin.
It's not a Doma.
By Toma.
Is that
It's
close
Sparta.
to closer to Milwaukee or to like Duluth?
Let me find Duluth because I don't know where the fuck Duluth is. Let me see.
Duluth might be
Um,
technically in Minnesota. It's right on the corner of Lake Superior, the southwest corner.
Yeah. It's near Ottawa.
Yeah, so Duluth is way north of it.
Okay, so you're
So
not
I'm
close to me.
McCoy. Fort McCoy is north of Milwaukee. So Milwaukee is still like the southern
like the-
part of the state.
Yeah, it's like the southeastern. It's right on Lake Michigan or Lake something. That's not too far
so-
from you then, really. If you drive up.
Yeah, I mean
Chicago-ish.
comparatively. Yes.
you're
So
pretty
yeah,
close.
comparatively, it's not that far. There used to be a train line that connected the two, I guess, but can't have that anymore because fuck public transit for some reason. I don't know.
Oshkosh? I have Oshkosh on my map. Is it close to there?
Yeah, Oshkosh is. Yeah, so it's like where I'm going to be staying. Okay. So do you have a map of Wisconsin up?
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't have a lot of detail, but yeah.
So Oshkosh is almost directly west of where I'm going to be. So if you go to Oshkosh and you go way to the eastern side of the state, you're going to find this long chunk of forest preserve. That kind of thing shows up on your map, and it's kind of in the forest preserve a bit.
Okay. Oh, my map zooms in. Wow, what a world we live in.
What a wow! Oh my god, interactive.
Okay, so you're like on the coast, or sort of somewhat towards the east coast of the state. Well, the coast
Border,
is kind of.
mean?
Interesting.
Well, so there's a big lake. There's Lake Winnebago. Like I go to Oshkosh, and then I cruise to the east, and I see Lake Winnebago is very close.
Oh yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so there's a lake there. Is that the lake that I'm looking at? Let me see.
Should we be doing this publicly? I don't know if you want people to track you down there.
No, it's fine. I don't care. It's fine. It's in an army base, but it's not part of the army base, so it's like you can't get in there.
Right. Oh, okay, good.
And then on top of it, it's not like I'm giving out any information about anything we find or anything. So
make of car.
Yeah.
So let's see. At Pentwell Lake.
We should
too many
give
lakes.
them a physical description. So Pitface is like a 7-foot tall, 300-pound woman
with a huge cock.
with a gigantic black penis.
She's quite a lady.
You don't want to meet her in a dark alley, or maybe you do.
Depends on what your thing is. So let me see. No. It's because we got nothing else to talk about. So
No, I'm just.
we probably do.
We can talk about this off the air. Actually,
Reached its natural end, I believe.
No, I don't care.
We're still drawing, but we have just over an hour. So yeah, this has been the Quackcast 321, the cafecast, drawing Ozone Ocean.
Thank you for coming and wasting your time.
Wonder if anybody listened to the whole thing.
I hope you did.
Congratulations if you did.
Benefit
a good
of
workout.
a physical description of Pitface.
Yeah.
You have my infinite disrespect. No, you don't. See, I don't have anything creative to say, so I get salty and then I hurt people. I'm sorry.
You do get salty.
You hurt people. So this has been the Quackcast. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh my god, this.